times, good times. Oh man. I'll wait till more people join up. Sorry, I was kind of dark there. Give me 1 second. Oleksandr Usyk shocks the world. Not really me though, but yeah. Uh, Hart of Broward County. That shouldn't have been no split decision. Deep in your soul, you know. They tried to rob Tyson Fury. Well, I'm sorry, they tried to rob Oleksandr Usyk. They tried to rob Oleksandr Usyk, bro. They tried to rob Oleksandr Usyk. Yo, for me, right? It to me, Fury lost from what was that? From round 8 on. Fury got wait. Fury got robbed. You tripping? This shows you shouldn't watch everybody's content, yo. You on some bullshit, bro. Did you get a wire transfer from Tyson Fury, bro? Come on, man. Come on, man. Shouts out to my man GHB. Great fight. Great night of boxing all the way around, man. Great night of boxing. I thought that Usyk clearly outboxed Fury early, put the pressure on. Middle rounds, Fury found his range. Really sharp. He was landing the fucking counter uppercut, a lead uppercut. The jab was popping. He was doing what he wanted. And then a switch flipped in Usyk. Usyk started applying more pressure. I don't think that Fury capitalized when he had Usyk hurt. When he was countering with hooks to the body when Usyk would try to come in. And he visibly hurt him twice to where though he put him on the back foot. I don't think Fury capitalized where you saw him capitalize when he hurt Wilder. He should have pressed the action and pressed forward. He didn't. Gave Usyk time to recover. And Usyk established his pace, established what he wanted to do. Honestly, what changed the fight is if you watch in the early rounds, Usyk was landing the left hand to the body. He was clearly setting up for the looping left hand for down the road. He was clearly setting up for that from the rip, right? From establishing the left hand to the body in like rounds 1 through 5. Finally started connecting. He found the proper distance to it. And you saw it. That fight should have been stopped. Want to send a shout out to my man Marley Wall for the $2 super chat. Usyk beat the Kinahan cartel and the refs and the announcers. What the fuck was they talking about? Yeah, they was on some bullshit, yo. They was on some bullshit. Oh, my bad. It was a split decision, but it shouldn't have been. So I'll change that on the title. But it definitely shouldn't have been no fucking split decision, I'll tell you that. Not at all. They tried to rob Usyk. They tried to clearly rob Usyk. And I actually made the title as soon as the fight was over because I'm figuring ain't no fucking way. I don't know how and what fucking planet. They must have gave Fury every round he didn't get his ass whooped in. But whatever. It should have been stopped if we're gonna keep it a bean. Should have been stopped. How did y'all score the fight? Let me know in the comments. How'd y'all score it? Hit the like button on your way in. Yo, he got hurt, yo. he got hurt. And he was talking all that shit about Usyk being a little man. He got hurt by the little man. Like, he was more hurt in that sequence than I ever saw him hurt against Deontay Wilder, which is crazy. Blew my mind, yo. Blew my motherfucking mind. First, do y'all want to see the rematch? For me, it was a pretty exciting fight. A lot of ebbs and flows, a lot of back and forth. So, yeah, I definitely think that hey, Carl, you think Fury got robbed? What? Yo, what is up with people today? Yo, this is crazy. There's no way you can think Fury got robbed, bro. No way. Unless you lost money on this fight. If you lost money, now I understand. You in your feelings. I get it. But ain't no fucking way, man. Ain't no fucking way. My man Josh said he wants to see the rematch. He gotta be trolling, yo. Hey, Carl, ain't no way, Carl. Carl, you're supposed to judge the fight by your eyes. Commentary and all that shit, definitely be biased. You're supposed to judge it by your eyes, yo. There's no fucking way on planet Earth you think that Fury got robbed. After round 8, what round did Fury win? Please tell me, yo. Please tell me. And mind you, I don't think you're going to have people calling Fury a hype job, Fury a bum. I told you he was always a fraud. Those people can go fuck themselves. Like, you, just because you lose to the best, it doesn't take away from who you are. When you go up against the best, somebody's got to lose. Ali went against the best. He lost sometimes. Frazier went against the best. He lost sometimes. Ray Leonard went against the best. He lost sometimes. I think so. I would have stopped it. Fury was hurt, bro. he was hurt, but of course, you're not dealing with the state athletic commission in Saudi Arabia. I ain't gonna say anything goes, but there's gonna be a whole bunch of leeway. And in hindsight, it was the right move, but he was hurt, yo. He was visibly hurt. Crazy. As someone who's pulling for Fury, anyone saying Fury won, you don't know boxing, respectively. Yo, Carl, I don't know. Carl, this might be your first time here, but I want to say welcome. And we appreciate the dialogue and we appreciate the difference of opinions. But Carl, no fucking way, bro. No way. No, he was surprised that it was a split decision, bro. Come on, guys. Come on. Hilmar, Oleksandr Usyk. Oleksandr fucking Usyk. All right, we got a special guest on. 210 Boxing TV.
Yeah, dog.
Missed it? Oh, yeah, he hit a lick today, y'all. He hit a lick today.
Not as bad as I thought, but no, look, I got the little 300, but bro, that Joe Cordina guy, oh, bro, he cooked me. When I mean he cooked me, bro, I had the last ones I needed was him, Joe Cordina money line, Usyk money line, and then that Joe Apata guy, whatever his name, money line. Bro, that Cordina guy cooked me, bro. But no, I came up a little bit because I took all the UFC had a bunch of heavy favorites like minus 400, minus 500. They all hit, and then I threw in Usyk by decision plus 220 because I figured if Usyk was going to win, he would win by decision. He wasn't going to win not by knockout.
He almost fucked your checkup, yo.
No, the ref looked out for me. The ref's like, yo, bro, that's one of the worst things I've ever seen. Because what if they would have gave the decision to Fury?
That would have been to me. That would have been a fucking travesty, bro.
Honestly, when they said 114, 113, I thought it was going to Fury. I swear to God, I thought it was going to Fury.
In no way can you have it. Like, I don't know, what did they see?
I gave Usyk round 7 through 12 straight.
Shit.
All the later rounds, Usyk was dominating him. But bro, when Usyk hurt him, I can't. The only one I can remember is when that one fight I sent you a long time ago, Lucian Butte, when he fought Andrade, Librado Andrade, the Mexican Andrade.
That was crazy.
That's the only situation that I could think of, like today, bro. That wasn't a standing 8 count. That was a stoppage. The guy can't protect himself. Usyk's hitting him, and you stop it.
Oleksandr Usyk beat Tyson Fury.
Dominated him. That's why when Fury's an all-time great. No, he's not. Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, all these guys, Riddick Bowe, David Tua, not even the top guys would have beat the shit out of Tyson Fury, bro. It's just he came along at a right time. But he's not an all-time great, bro. Usyk is that guy, bro. But
yo, can I say something controversially?
Go ahead.
People may not want to hear this. Usyk is my pound for pound number 1.
I mean, bro, it's hard to argue. I do think Crawford and Inoue, Inoue is way more talented than Usyk, but the results speak for themselves, man. Like, he's really not a heavyweight, not a super heavyweight, not as big as Fury. And you could tell the first half of the fight, the size and then just the herky-jerky shit of Fury was just giving him trouble, bro. But once the 7th, 8th, he started picking it up. But then once he hurt him, it was a wrap, bro. It was a wrap. Because he did not just hurt him. He severely hurt him. And I don't know, man. With Fury, I just don't like his style, man. It just seems like all he does is try to box, and he was like mostly slapping with his shots. He really didn't like. If he would have pressed the gas, he could have got Usyk in some trouble, bro, in the middle rounds. And he was like he wanted to, but he just, I don't know, he played with his foot a little too much. And when Usyk found his chance, he took it, man. He took it, but the ref and the judges were fucking horrible, man. Horrible. One judge gave it to Fury. One judge actually 114 is insane.
Yo, if that's not corruption, I don't know what corruption is. I don't know how you could have Tyson Fury winning that fight. I just don't know how.
Fury was definitely winning the middle rounds, but you got to give like the first 2-3 rounds to Usyk, and the last five, and the last 5, and then the knockdown counts as 2 rounds.
Yeah, he dominated the middle rounds.
It wasn't a great fight, but it was a decent fight. But the result is the ending and the result is what's like, wow, like shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy for Usyk, bro. I'm happy for Usyk because Usyk, man, he's a bad motherfucker, bro. And he wasn't winning. He was definitely losing after the 6th round, but he regrouped, and you got to give it to him, bro. Like, he ain't tested positive for PEDs. He never did no bitch ass shit. Like, Usyk's a fucking man. Like, he's a man's man, and we gotta give it to him, dog. Like, he's a cruiserweight that became the undisputed heavyweight champ of the world, and he beat the big motherfuckers, bro. He beat Joshua and he beat Fury. He beat guys that outweigh him by 20, 30 pounds. I don't know how much did Fury outweigh him by?
40.
Fuck. You know what I mean? Like.
Wait, and that's why he's my pound for pound number 1, right? In no division, other than the heavyweight division, can you be outweighed by 40 pounds. And being that, I know we don't normally have heavyweights on our pound for pound, but here's the reality: he is a heavyweight champion he's a undisputed champion at cruiserweight as well. Therefore, I feel like he deserves to be pound for pound number 1.
Oh shit! I just snapped undisputed in 2 divisions, bro.
2 divisions, just like Crawford, just like enemy, right? But then you go to look at them resumes. Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua measures up higher than a Stephen Fulton win or win against Earl Spence.
No. His quality of opposition and who he beat. That I mean, that definitely that's night and day. That's not even. I don't think people would even try to debate that. Like you can't sit there and tell me that Crawford beat better guys. Like that's not reality. You know what I mean? Anyway, sure as hell didn't beat better guys.
Where's Johnny?
Who did Johnny have in this fight?
I'm going to say Fury. You know Johnny loves Fury. Yes, Hilmar. Usyk won.
But I think people need to understand it was clear cut, no controversy.
Hey, Brandon. Even without the knockdown, Usyk wins, bro.
Say it again.
No, I'm telling him, even without the knockdown, Usyk wins, bro. He won the last 4 or 5 rounds convincingly. He won the first 2 to 3 convincingly. He won the last 4 or 5 convincingly.
No, I mean, he definitely did. I don't know what these fools are trying to argue.
I'm not taking nothing away from the rounds that Fury won. He dominated the middle rounds. But yeah. All right, thoughts on the rematch. Who do you feel like has the edge?
Oh, Usyk. Usyk all day. Because the thing is I don't know if Usyk believed or knew that he could hurt Fury. Now he knows he can hurt him. And I don't think Fury knew. I think Fury felt, as a little man, he can't hurt me. You know what I mean? If I could take a big motherfucker like Wilder shit, what is this little guy going to do to me? And that little guy had him fucking hurt, severely hurt. Bro, like to me, that was a stoppage. When the ref stopped him, that's not an 8 count. That's a stoppage. That's not an 8 count. That's a stoppage, but it's the ref was trying to give him more time. And that's what I don't like in certain, I don't want to say big fights or whatever. I don't like when the ref overdoes it and tries to give the fighter time. That's not your job. You're not there to extend the fighter or for the fighter to give him, you know what I mean, the leeway. You're there to stop the fight. You're there to do your job, not to fucking make sure this guy wins, you know? Nah, there's no way in hell that was a draw, bro.
Keith.
Fury did not win round 2, so I don't know why you're saying Fury dominated round 2. He didn't do shit in the second round.
What are you talking about, bro?
And in round 7 was Usyk's round. Everything round 7 and on was all Usyk. Usyk definitely won the first 2 rounds. This is how I thought.
I had a 3-3 after 6. I had a 3-3. And then Usyk had to pull away.
I had it 4-2. Usyk got the first 2 rounds and then the last 5 from round 7 through 12 all Usyk, and the first 2 all Usyk. Rounds 3 through 6, Fury dominated those rounds. He was winning those rounds, but after that, after the 6th round, he didn't do shit. And like I said, the ref saved him, man. The ref fucking looked out for him bad because it was a stoppage. It was not an 8 count. The guy wasn't down. So, and he didn't go through the rope. So what are you doing an 8 count for? You got to stop the fight. He can't defend himself. You got to stop the fight. It should have been a TKO stoppage, but I'm happy because I bet Usyk by decision. So I'm happy, dog. That shit worked out for me.
Crazy.
But where does Usyk go from here, bro? Like, who's going to be the guy to challenge him?
There's a bunch of fights that Usyk can make because there's a lot of guys he didn't fight. So it's a bunch of fights that we'll pay for.
Who?
You wouldn't pay to see Usyk versus the winner of Big Bang and Wilder?
Well, does Wilder get a title shot after where he's at?
I said if he beats the winner of that fight.
But if he does, he's supposed to fight Jared Anderson.
Man, that shit ain't happening. Come on, man. Who you know runs it back in like less than 2 months, bro? That's not happening.
Bro, Wilder's a damn fool, bro. Wilder don't care. But nah, honestly, this is there is going to be a void though, because it's like now, okay, what's the big heavyweight fight that we can look forward to? Unless they do a rematch might be good, but Usyk is just going to be better. He was getting better as the fight went on, because the first 6 rounds, bro, I was like, yo, Fury's going to win this shit. You know?
When Fury came on, it definitely looked like Usyk was slowing down the body work. And he was landing that uppercut at will, because Usyk kind of started to lean in and fall into his shots at times. But I don't know. He just flipped the switch, man. And part of that's to Fury. Fury didn't capitalize when he needed to. Fury didn't step on the gas when he needed to.
I mean, Fury's shown. I mean, he's not a puncher, but he's shown knockout power, and that's why I don't understand why I didn't see none of that from him.
All right, we got another special guest, man. We got my man Brandon from 210 Boxing, and we got the best pound for pound sports entertainment. What's good, Freddie?
What up? What up? What's happening? What's going on, y'all?
Talk your shit, Freddie.
I ain't got no shit to say, man. Like, hey, salute to Usyk. Salute to Tyson Fury too, because that was a great fight, man. Straight up,
great fight.
I enjoyed every bit of that. I enjoyed how Usyk got in my mind, he got the first 2 rounds. Then Fury started taking over. Then Usyk started chipping away, and then he ended up dropping Fury. You know what I'm saying? That fight could have easily been stopped.
Should have.
Yeah, he was looking. He touched every turnbuckle in the building, baby. That shit was crazy.
You said he touched every turnbuckle.
He touched every turnbuckle, bro. That was crazy. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the rematch. The fight could have went either way for me, honestly.
Nah, that's where I kind of agree with you, dog.
How could the fight have gone either way, yo?
It could have went either way. I had Fury. I mean, you could have gave it to Fury, split decision. You could have gave it to Usyk.
How?
I would have been fine either way.
How though?
I think I gave Fury the 11th round. And I mean, it just depends on how the judges had it. The judges could have gave Fury the first round.
Forget the judges. How did you have it?
I had it how the judges had it. I had Usyk up by 1 round.
No. I'm saying, give me round by round. Like, how did you score?
I kind of stopped in the middle when Fury was taking over. I kind of stopped scoring.
See, but
I just knew that Usyk needed. I knew that Usyk needed either a knockdown and then like maybe 1 or 2 rounds at the end to really get it. But I mean, that's exactly what happened.
Ain't no way though, bro. See, but we get lost in that. We, as boxing fans, sometimes you're just watching the fight and then you lose track of the rounds, and so you're just going off of a vibe. But that's not how boxing is scored. Boxing is scored by a certain criteria and round by round. And sometimes people jumble rounds together.
I agree. I like the body work that Fury was doing a little bit. I enjoyed his jab. I enjoyed his uppercut that he had waiting for Usyk. I like Usyk kept on, doing his thing. I like those straight left hands, those looping left hands that was catching Fury. I feel like he was kind of getting by Fury hitting him with the low blows a lot as well. There was a couple of head clashes in that fight, but I mean, I was thoroughly entertained. I'm not gonna lie.
You know that was definitely coming.
I enjoyed the spectacle.
Oh, bro, you love the spectacle. All right, who do you want to see Usyk face next, Freddie?
Do the rematch immediately. Immediately. If not that, then I mean, who we got? The winner of Hartnovich and they said I don't even know. I don't know, bro. Because I think Turkey wanted AJ to take on the winner of Hartnovich, and who's Hartnovich facing? I forgot. Who's he facing June 1st?
Who's Herkovich fighting? Herkovich is fighting in the
That 5-on-5.
Yeah, who's he fighting?
He has a big fight. I forgot who it is, but he has a hard fight.
Is he fighting Daniel Dubois?
There you go. Yeah, that's who it is.
Yep.
That's a really good fight.
I like,
That's a good fight.
Shit. Honestly, I think there's nothing that they can do. I think they should just go ahead and do the rematch with Usyk and Fury. And AJ's going to have to fight somebody. I don't know who he's going to fight. Shit, let him fight Adjit. What's his name? That just beat Frank Sanchez.
Hey, yo, I ain't going to lie to you, bro. Listen. I thought he would submit.
Mm-hmm.
Respectfully, bro, he surprised me. He deserves a shot. He done took out 2 quality guys back to back.
Mm-hmm. I mean, in Frank Sanchez's defense, they were saying he had a knee brace on. He wasn't, moving around like he usually is. But no excuses, nonetheless. There's a lot of moving pieces. That's going to be a lot of questions that are going to get answered June 1st with this tournament, especially with what's his name, Zhang and Deontay Wilder. I don't know. There's a lot of things going on.
Hey guys, I'm gonna hop off. I gotta handle some shit, but it was good chopping up with y'all. But Usyk all day, man. The boxing world is on its head right now.
Absolutely.
Yo, fellas, what he's going to do is he's going to cash out on his bets right now. That's what he's going to do.
Nah, I don't. I don't cash out till I get real high. So
it's money, baby.
It's money, baby. That's what it is, doggy. Nah, I'm gonna go get high, bro. That's really what I'm gonna do. But yeah,
he's gonna go get high.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm smoking on that smoking on that Fury pack. Smoking on that Fury pack.
Hey.
Smoking on that Fury pack. Wow.
All right,
I told all of y'all, oh no, Usyk, not y'all, but other motherfuckers. Oh no, I'm like, all right.
It's a lot of people I'm going to troll.
Yes, sir. We have to.
Johnny Cruz is one of them. Johnny's not going to answer texts enough. There's a lot of guys I got to troll.
Oh man, this is awesome though. I love it, bro. Usyk clearly dominated, dog. It just. Man, those scorecards, even bro, you gotta think about it. Even the ones that gave it to Usyk, they had it 115, 114, 113, and then man, they had it way too close.
Hey B, don't hop off yet.
Oh, is that the homie Rachel?
Hi.
Rach, what's good, Rachel?
What's up? God, I feel like I've been on the couch all damn day, and it's not done yet. We still have Navarrete later.
Rachel.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the fight?
Dude, I'm excited to see it again. Nonito, I think, gave it 60-40 to Fury as his prediction. And it's no secret that, Nonito and I have been such a fan of Usyk especially when he was in a WBSS. I think we went off. I was talking to someone after we made that prediction. And they're like, I was like, I just don't know how much Usyk is going to be carrying that extra weight because he came in so big. And then someone told me, they're like, no, that was a typo. He didn't come in at 233. It was 223. So I was like, God damn it. Like, these are things that are, important, bro. That's important, So, but, I mean, I had a feeling that Fury was going to try to use the distance, keep the jab out there. Try to use I call it, if you're using it the way that he was using it, or more so of a blinding jab to keep his jab in front of your face. So you have to figure out a way to throw blindly, really, because you can't see him, right? You're hoping that, okay, well, if his glove's here, then his head needs to be at the end of the glove, right? On the other side. But I mean, it's not like whoever was overlooking Usyk, like this was going to be a walkover, really hadn't. They just might be new to boxing, because Usyk has been fighting like this for a while. He's always had a great ring IQ. So, I mean, it didn't surprise me at all. That it wasn't like, I gave him like a 1% chance. You know what I mean? We had it pretty close as far as like I said, 60-40, but that was also with the stupid person telling me that he weighed in at 233. So.
Yeah, Usyk was putting a lot of pressure on Fury early too.
Yes. Yeah, he was.
Are you surprised by the game plan, Reach?
Which ones?
Usyk, because I thought that Usyk will box more off the back foot.
I mean, but then, I mean, it takes two to tango. Like in the very beginning, Fury wasn't coming forward. He was allowing Usyk to come forward, which was surprising to me because I really wasn't liking that game plan for Fury in the beginning, right? I think Fury was better when he was coming forward, because Usyk was standing there with a, covering up high guard, being able to hit him on the body in the left and right. So I don't think it's kind of like, remember when Wilder fought recently and he was getting clocked by leaning back onto the ropes, hoping that lean back would be just enough for the punch to miss. That's a dangerous bet to play. You know what I mean? Because you really have nowhere else to go unless you're going to fall over the ropes. There's only so much you can lean back.
I think that's a real bad habit for a lot of tall fighters. And it's not even just, especially taller guys at the lower weights, that when they move up, as you can see with Devin definitely has that habit. Hold on one second.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was excited. I think this was a great, I would love to see it again. And it's just great. It was just a great fight, I think, because it could have gone, like when walking into the ring, it could have gone either way because you're looking at, Fury's size, his reach advantage, etc. Of course, Usyk's footwork and his ring IQ. But then you also, like, that's the best part about boxing when it comes to fights like this, because I hate watching the fights that we know, like, dude, the guy has like a 5% chance to win. You know what I mean? Those are not exciting. It's like, okay, like, look away in the first round, in the first 20 seconds, he KO'd the guy already. It's like, yeah, well, that's what we expected. But high level matches like this is really what we need to showcase boxing. And I wasn't mad about the concert. Let me be clear. I wasn't mad about the concert. I know people.
A lot of people was mad about the concert.
Yeah, but you got to remember what happens when we're waiting for main event. A lot of the times, there's a lot of filler interviews of people asking the same questions over and over again, and or they have a shot of the entire arena, and we're just watching the lights flicker at the arena, and nothing. So you have to give time for like the setup of the main event to walk out from, they started them at the tunnel. So they have to get them from their locker room, set them all stage up in the tunnel and all these other things. So instead of us just watching the screen that has nothing on it, then go ahead and put a 15-minute number on it. Doesn't matter. At least it's not us just staring at like people in their seats. That's weird.
True.
Thoughts of the production value in the Saudi card so far?
Great. I ain't got no complaints.
I think they do a really good job of creating a spectacle.
Yeah, I think they're building on like the first time that they showed a card, I think they're looking at ways to make it look better. Every single time there's something new that they're bringing out. I don't particularly like having the national anthems when the fighters are in the ring already. I think you should do that before. That's just my personal preference. I think when they get in the ring and they announce the fighters, that should be game on. You know what I mean? I don't super like them standing there for the national anthems.
Rachel, I have a question for you. Do you feel like in those middle rounds when Fury was having success, that one of the things he's going to regret is that he didn't step on the gas more in those middle rounds?
Yeah, I think so. There was a lot of points where he could have capitalized and he was landing that uppercut, but he didn't put a lot of weight into it. It was just like a pop shot and it was there. And I think that he could have definitely press on the gas a lot more. I think even when it came to like the championship rounds, like the fun antics he likes to do. If you have to remember, there are cards that or rounds that are stolen in the last 20 seconds. You know what I mean? That's the last impression you have from the judges, and to kind of just write it off like I'm just not going to do anything. I'm going to put my hands behind my back and be it as it may. I don't even want the extra 10 seconds to prove my point that I should win this round. I don't agree with that part.
What about when Fury was hurt and the referee gave him an 8 count? Do you feel like that should have been a stoppage instead of an 8 count?
I think it should have been a stoppage. The amount of punches that he did get hit with, especially when you see the replay, like you can count the clean flush ones. But I think like these people are just as human as we are, and in the height of a really high profile fight, they're gonna the argument's going to be on the other side would be like he didn't touch the canvas. You didn't allow him to at least try to to defend against a second onslaught. I think would have been the argument from the other side. It's really difficult to do things like that, like to have the is this the right move? And because it's going to be controversial either way. Someone's going to be pissed about what move you did.
But is there a standing 8 count? Because I've always seen where it always says there's no standing 8 count. Is it different because it's Saudi Arabia? How does that work?
That's a great question. I don't know. I would have to look at who the commission was for this as far as that goes. Because he didn't technically hit the canvas, but the ropes held him up, right? Like if the rope wasn't there, he would have fallen.
He hit every ring post. Except for one.
But look, my thing is, if he would have fell through the ropes or like if he was falling, then I understand the standing 8 count. But in that situation, when the ref stepped in, it's like you stepped in because Usyk wouldn't stop landing, so that's a stoppage. You know what I mean? That's not an 8 count.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Well, I think from my perspective, that how they're starting to count on the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
I think that forces the judge or the referee to do the 8 count. I don't think that is a good look. I get for production value and like it sounds great, right? Because now we can hear it's like exciting. But the thing is that when you do that preemptively, the referee is the one that's supposed to call it. If he looks at the counter, that signifies that I'm acknowledging what count you are on because I'm agreeing that there needs to be a standing 8. But if he starts counting and I haven't made my decision, if I'm going to count him, you already started counting. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kind of forcing me to continue with that.
Yeah.
Bro, Tyson Fury was fighting off the back foot too much. He wasn't throwing enough. I agree. He fought off the back foot too much. I thought
that was his whole plan.
Him in the body in the middle rounds, I thought that was the game plan where Tyson Fury was going to come forward and then start leaning on him, start applying a lot of pressure. And he didn't.
He was letting Usyk get him in the corner a lot too.
Yeah, and then he kept doing that he kept doing that whole trying to stand tall and lean against the ropes and trying to be just out of range. But it wasn't working for him. I never liked that game plan. I just think it's too risky because if your chin's in the air, your chin's all the way up in there and you're just leaning back. So I don't really like that. Them doing that. What did you think? I thought they needed a bigger ref. He looked like
they said they had the smallest guy possible.
He looked like when he was running in front of the camera and he was in the foreground and they were in the background. He looked like the ref from Punch Out. I'm like, I was like, he just kept running. You just see his head below the camera, and I'm like, what the hell, dude?
That's funny.
I can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say that it was more of what Tyson didn't do because He applied the pressure, right? Usyk had been setting up the loop in left hand for the whole fight. He started throwing the left hand to the body. I think started from rounds 1 to 3. It was really successful. I mean, he set that shot, the shot that hurt Fury, he set it up. So I can't say it's more what Fury didn't do than what Usyk did.
I will say this though. I do feel like, I don't know if y'all will agree with me. Do you feel like, I feel like after round 5, after round 6, Usyk was almost mentally beat, and Fury was definitely winning. But I think like Fury just kind of felt himself too much and started coasting a bit. Like just, oh, it's just gonna be easy, it's just gonna be easy. And then with Usyk, it was just, he just kept grinding and grinding, and eventually, the fight just turned in his favor.
Well, I think he did. I think Usyk did get. I think he was irritated. At some points, the low blows, that he was complaining about. In addition to just like how Fury was controlling those rounds. The thing with Fury is he has long, weird arms that seem like they tie up in his own arms. Like when he's punching, like he trips on his own arms. And he had to battle with that. He had to figure it out, and he was frustrated. I believe for a couple rounds there, but all he needed was to land one defining shot to change that course, and then capitalize on it. Right? Like I think the nosebleed was bothering Fury for sure. He kept touching it. And I think like that eye shot, the one that got him a mouse underneath his right eye, you could see after that hit, he kept like blinking it like he couldn't see, like it was blurry or something. So
I just don't want to hear anyone try to say, oh, it was controversy or whatever. Nah, that was a clearly dominant
It
Usyk.
was controversial that it was a split decision. Hey,
Yeah,
shout out to Mazuma TV, Mazuma Nation. That's my guy. Usyk's definitely my pound for pound number 1, yo.
I was just about to ask that. Who do you guys got as the number 1 pound for pound fighter?
He's pound for pound number 1.
yeah, you have to give it to Usyk. And like I said, I'm already partial because he was my favorite in WBSS. Like I saw him win that title in Russia, when we were over there, like ringside. So I was a fan of him since then. And I always thought he was going to win Undisputed. It just depended on, of course, the matchups and the timing. And this is where it was. So I wish you had texted me earlier, Mel.
Yo, I just decided, just to go live.
No, because Nonito was watching it with me. But then as soon as the fight was over, I mean, the entire fight, his palms were sweaty, his feet were sweaty, he's like twitching. I'm like, what is wrong with he's hitting the bag right now.
Start shadow boxing.
No, he's hitting the bag.
Yo, what do all fighters do that, yo?
It's anxiety, man. Like you want to be back in the ring. Like it's like, it gets you excited. Like so yeah, like as soon as they finished the fight, he heard their commentary. Then I think the girl said that they were going to interview other people, and he's like, man, I don't care about that. And he put on his running shoes, and then I can hear the bag in the gym right now, so I think he's hitting the bag, but I'm pretty sure he'll jump on the tread and whatever. So
yo, it's either two things: fighters get up and start shadow boxing, or they sitting in the chair and they like this.
Yep. He tried to sit still for this one, but in between rounds, for sure, he kept getting up and explaining it to me. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not paying you to be a commentary board right now. You can calm down. We just chilling, bro." So I was like, "You're a DAZN commentator, but right now, you're not paid for this fight. Sit down. It's okay. We don't have to walk through this."
Hey, Rachel, I was going to ask you because I've never been to Saudi Arabia, so I don't know how like the format, not the format, but the layout is or whatever. And mind you, it's quiet. It's not like a Vegas crowd or, you know what I mean? Like Pitbull crew fighting Rolly. It's not going to sound like that. But who was that? Do you think that was like mostly the celebrities or fighters that were ringside? Because I don't know if you heard it when they were going, ooh, sick, ooh, sick. Do you feel like that was like the celebrities doing that?
No, I just think that so usually when you're main card, and even if you're undercard, really, like the promoters tend to sit you behind your corner. And from the look of the layout, the commentary board was more on Usyk's side. So
Oh, okay.
those people were all his people in that section. So that's why it sounded so loud.
But in Saudi Arabia, is it almost like Japan where there's not like the crowd doesn't, you know what I mean? They don't get crazy like that, you know?
I'm not really sure. I haven't been. They've asked to fly me out and Nonito out a couple times. I'm like, I'm not trying to get arrested because I'm pretty goddamn sure I'll do something that'll get me arrested there.
I actually second that.
Right?
Good
I'd be
call.
like, dude, I'm waiting for Ryan to do something stupid over there. I'm like, come on. Man.
Oh man, fucking Ryan.
Yeah. So, I mean, me being a female, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna push my luck over there and say something
Hey, yo,
like totally
around
off.
here they call Rachel Jersey's most wanted.
Did you tell him that you call me bro? What do you call me? A pretty bro?
Pretty dude, man.
Pretty dude. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. We've been in touch with them. I think I don't know if Nonito's gonna go out there for a 5-on-5. We'll see if he's gonna go. But I'm like, dude, I'll just stay home. He's like, don't you want to go? I'm like, there's no alcohol. I was like, we can't.
There's no alcohol?
They just started. Like, there is a one store. And you have to have like a diplomat access or something to purchase it. No one's drinking in that arena, dude.
Yeah, that's why fights.
Yeah, that's why it's so chill. Like, yeah, the UK fans are gonna be loud, but they're not gonna be drunk loud like they normally are when they're in the UK. Those fights are crazy when you fight in the UK.
I gotta go to a UK fight. That's definitely on my bucket list.
It's fun. It's different. It's like karaoke in between the fights. The entire crowd sings. Like, everybody knows the words.
I got a kid that's fighting on the 5 versus 5, and I want to go out there and support him, but that 16-hour flight is like, dude.
Man, it's nothing, man.
Shut up, man.
It's nothing. It's a big plane. You're not gonna feel nothing, bro.
What am I gonna do for 16 hours, bro?
Take a nap and watch movies, bro.
You're supposed to go to sleep. I mean, we do that 12-hour over to the Philippines straight. So we go 1 hour from Vegas to LA, and then we have like a 3-hour layover, and then we go 12 over to the Philippines.
When are they going to develop teleportation?
Right?
Yeah, but Rachel, you and Nonito can talk the whole time. You're expecting one of us to travel alone and be bored as hell. You can't even use your phone. You can't even use your phone on the plane and shit, man.
No, usually those flights, like those transatlantic flights, usually have internet. So, I mean, I don't talk to Nonito. Well, yeah, because usually one of us has to sit with one boy, and then the other one. One of us has to have Jarrell. One of us has to have Logan. So we're normally separated, you know. And
no.
What do you mean no?
That's not his name.
Oh my God, DJ Ricky Tan.
Yes, DJ Ricky Tan.
He still has the one. I think he still has the one on his iPad that he made for you, by the way.
Yo, her son's nice, yo. Nice. Got a really, really good ear, yo. Really good ear. Abnormal for a kid his age, yo. He made us like 5 beats in a row. That's when we dubbed him DJ Ricky Tan.
Yeah, we were it was after WBA. Mill was there with a bunch of other content creators, other boxers there too. But they wanted to listen to music, and Jarrell hooked up his iPad to the Bluetooth speaker, and then Mill sat next to him, and he's like, well, "What beat do you want? Do you like this?" He goes, "Okay," and then he started I don't know, layering it and stuff like that, and just putting everything together right in front of Mill, and like would save it.
Hey, Rachel, I just saw the funniest shit. You know that guy that Tyson Fury headbutted? That's part of Usyk's team.
Oh yeah.
John Fury.
Yeah. Hey, check this out, bro. Hey, after the fight, this dude is blowing water at Usyk's face from his mouth, bro.
Uh,
Wait,
Like the way Triple H would do it, but
wait,
he's
wait,
yeah,
but
wait.
he's
yeah, yeah.
blowing.
You mean the
Oh,
Big
I
John
saw
Fury said
that.
this?
I was wondering where that stream of water was coming from.
They said Usyk is wild for allowing this.
That's insane, yo. Shout out to the boxing voice, the boxing source.
Oh,
Shout out to my man JR. He said he had the
oh.
local fights.
Usyk's jaw's broken?
What?
Look at Mike T.
Wow. Yo, so if he won that fight with a broken jaw, that's insane, yo.
It's far from them uppercuts, man.
Yeah, he ate some pretty nasty uppercuts. And I was just like, man, if Fury had put some more like weight behind those,
Mhm.
then I think, of course it would have been a different outcome, but he didn't, so that's just, and it is what it is.
That
But it was,
might not even be true though. They might just say, "Oh, his jaw's broken," just to be like, postpone the rematch, make Fury go fight somebody else or something.
it's possible. It depends on who's the head. Like, who's the person that's going to be like, oh, your jaw's broken? Sure, go give me the damn x-rays. Because for him to know, I mean, how long has it been? They don't have an x-ray machine. I mean, okay, well,
Mhm.
I'm going to assume they don't have an x-ray machine, but then, Saudis might have a whole damn, like, medical tent that does have it there. So I'm not going to say either way at this point.
I'm curious to see the rules and who sanctions the fight and like what rules does it fall under.
It's not
Because being that
BBBOC. Because I swear I saw something that said that they're not fighting under BBBOC sanctioning.
hmm,
Yeah. So,
boxing source said Usyk was getting carried off when he left the ring. Okay.
Damn,
I
Yeah, but
mean,
damn.
this is why I love boxing though, right? And of course I thought that the judging was terrible in this fight, but everybody had in their mind going into this fight that if somebody would get stopped or somebody would get hurt, it would be Usyk because Fury is a significantly bigger man, and that Usyk will be the one boxing off the back foot. But in actuality, Usyk was the one pushing the pace. Usyk was the one that hurt Fury. Usyk was the one that knocked down Fury. This is why you have to fight the fights instead of judging fights on paper, man. Fucking beautiful, yo.
I never thought that Usyk was going to be on his back foot, though. I just thought that it would have been more. I thought that Fury was going to press the action early and not fight off his back foot. I don't know where, like, Nonito kept yelling at the TV. He's like, why is he fighting off his back foot? Why is he, and then he kept landing that upper. He's like, okay, that's great. You have that whenever he presses you and you're not ready. He's like, but why isn't he pushing him? Why isn't he, taking center of the ring? Like, Nonito didn't understand that either. But I mean, we also don't know what the game plan was. Like, we can say all day that that was their game plan, but honestly, I've seen so many fighters that I'm like, dude, do this. And they do the completely effing opposite. I'm like, okay, well, fuck, okay. Guess you're not going to listen. There's nothing we can do. We got to deal with what we have in the fight, and adjust that way. So,
I'm still trying to think, who is AJ gonna fight?
because this was supposed to be Fury versus AJ now, right? After
Mhm.
this, if Fury won.
Might do Wilder.
If Wilder wins, fight Wilder.
Yeah, because Wilder's fighting next
In
on
the UK.
5 Yeah.
Or Big Bang.
I'm
I'm a
not
Wilder
gonna lie.
guy.
I
Big
I
Bang
love
me.
Wilder, but I don't think Wilder's gonna beat Zane, bro. I don't. He's done, bro.
I mean, the thing with Zhang is he got exposed by Parker, and I knew that. Like, you're gonna bang anything in front of you, great. But what if you can't move? And he has to really like work on his stamina and not just rely on just one heavy big punch. Of course, you never want him to punch you because it's a heavy damn punch. But if someone moves around you enough that it tires you out, then your size is not going to be of any benefit.
Shit, that sound like Wilder. Wait on that one big punch.
Fury should have kept up with the body shots and push it forward in the beginning. I agree, Chris. I agree. Yo, this is what I forgot about. The IBF will be vacated in a couple of days. Herkovich versus Dubois for the IBF.
Why
so now
why will
everybody's coming for their pint of blood.
Why is it going to be vacated? Did I
The
miss something?
mandatory's been due.
Yeah.
The mandatory's been due.
Oh, see, IBF don't fuck around with their mandatories, dude. Like once they call it, like if you don't step up, they're like, "Yep, strip." Which honestly, I like. I'm not gonna lie about that. Like I just don't like gray areas. Like if this is how it is, then at least if I know, then I know, and I'll still make my decision accordingly, right? Like if I won the Undisputed, if you take it away from me, then fine, but I still won it. You can't say that I didn't win it. And then if you decide to take it away because of the rules, I can't be mad at the rules because the rules is how I got here in the first place. So, but other sanctioning bodies allow the movement left and right of people not fighting their mandatories. I think that's a huge BS, so it is what it is.
Oh, appreciate the $2 super chat from my man Soap. I respect you for stopping by, bro. I respect you for stopping by. Yo, the IBF call for the Canelo's mandatory. I'm like, wow.
I'm telling you, they don't fuck around, dude. IBF is one of them that doesn't play with that stuff. The only thing I have issue with IBF is, and I think WBA is trying to implement it, is the 10. Yeah, I'm gonna the next if I see Gilberto before then, or the next what is it called, convention, I'm gonna protest that. Because I don't believe it should be 10 pounds. I believe it should be a percentage of the weight. 10 pounds to you, Mill, is different from 10 pounds to me, right?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that, of course, the lighter weight divisions, they're not going to gain 10 pounds. It's hard enough for them to gain like an additional 6 or 8 after the weigh-ins because they are so small. But you guys to 175s or anything like that, dude, 6 pounds is one meal. Well, you still have 3 or 4 meals. So, definitely you're going to go up in weight. So I just feel a locked percentage is more fair than a stipulated poundage.
Some guys don't even like to fight in the IBF in those rankings specifically because of that reason. And you got fans that think that guys are scared, but no, I'm not used to like cutting weight and then rehydrating with the claws. So that's going to throw my whole system off. Like everybody has a routine. You cut, weigh in, eat, and then strength and conditioning coaches or trainers like yourselves, then you start hydrating your fighter. Once you kind of throw a monkey wrench in the system, we've seen fighters put on lackluster performances specifically probably for that reason.
Yeah. I just think we just need whether it's 10%, 15%, which I think 15% is California. That's their rule. I think that's again more fair than a pound. That is, yeah. That's like saying like, hey, a 2 pound weight a 2 pound weight to me is the same as a 2 pound weight for you. We know definitely you could do it with your pinky. Like it's different for bigger people what poundage is. So I think it's not an exact fair rating. So they're not using that with. Well, I don't want to move off your topic. So, but I have a question then for you about Fury. I've been seeing online already that they're questioning and saying that Fury is cheating because of how high his trunks are.
That's a veteran move. A lot of dudes.
His trunks are high as hell.
Sergey Kovalev, a lot of guys do that.
Who just got he got stopped today, didn't
he? Yeah, it couldn't happen to a better guy.
Yeah.
Now, do you consider guys bending the rules and doing little veteran tricks as cheating? Like you classified as that?
I mean, the question is what is the rule for the commission, right? Like there has to be like, for example, from what I understand, in Australia, like they don't use full groin guards. So you know how we have the padding all the way from like left hip to right hip?
Yeah.
So from what I heard, in Australia they could just use the cups, the the cups without the additional abdominal protection.
Rachel, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that that's always been a growing problem. Is that too many different rules, too many different state athletic commissions
Yeah.
with too
Oh,
many different.
100%.
I feel like the rules should be uniform.
Yes.
Well, that's the only way that we're actually going to make an understanding and stop like weird narratives from different parts of the world, because like this that in the UK it's illegal to use the sauna. And
Oh
that's how,
wow! I
yep,
didn't know
that's
that. Told me so.
John Real Casimiro got stripped because he used the sauna for his Paul Butler fight with the WBO, and the BBBOC wouldn't let him step on the scale because he went in the sauna. And everyone was like, well, how did they know he went in the sauna? What, did they have someone walking around with you? No, he was live streaming in the sauna. So
Oh my god.
it was easy for the opponent to send it to the commission and get him suspended so he wouldn't be able to step on the scale, which meant that Paul Butler got to fight for a vacant title.
A lot of guys don't know the different rules in the different places that they fight at.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, look at Keyshawn in Texas,
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
and then yet Nevada doesn't have that rule. And it's really, I don't know who it would be on, if it would be on your manager or your head trainer to make sure that you understand these rules. But I do agree that it's really difficult, being that you don't usually have your career in just one spot. Usually, you move around, you go to Vegas, California, New York, Philly, Florida, Texas. So you have to know what's allowed there and what's not, and be prepared for those things. So, but yeah, I mean, we've been talking about that all the time. It's just, how do you get the world to come together? Because as it is, we took in a cheat. We took in someone who has been suspended from another commission. Like, we're harboring someone and allowing him to work in the United States, Connor Benn.
We are.
So if there's no respect between commissions,
Nope.
how are we ever going to get this fixed?
And now with Saudi Arabia, you have another outlet. You have another outlet that doesn't abide by any set of rules per se. Like they don't have anything structured because they're a new venue to have fights. So yeah, man. I vote for uniform rules. Like, how do I know who's the best? Like, Rach, do you watch other sports?
Of course I do.
Okay. Fred, this is for you, right? And everybody in the chat, I really want y'all to think about this. LeBron James is the biggest star in the NBA. So I want you to imagine LeBron James saying, man, Denver Nuggets is kind of tall. Shit, let's raise the rim to 10 feet to 12, man. And if they don't want to do it, we ain't playing the game. I'm gonna go play somebody else. What if what if the Kansas City Chiefs looks at the who they play in the Super Bowl? Let's just say the Eagles. What if the Kansas City Chiefs look at the Eagles like, man, they don't bring enough revenue, man. We're not gonna play them for the Super Bowl. We're gonna play the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
But that's boxing. That's what we allow. We allow fighters who draw to change the dimensions of the sport to give themselves an advantage. Why? Because they sell tickets. Think about how fucking stupid that is in every other sport. Would we allow that? No. You don't allow it. The NFL football field is 100 yards. We don't shorten it out based on whoever needs the advantage or whoever would want the advantage because they draw viewership. But it's stuff that we allow in boxing. It's fucking lunacy.
I mean, I don't even think it's about viewership, though. I mean, I think there has been multiple fighters that haven't been allowed to fight in New York State due to not passing some medical requirements. And what do? They go run to Florida and they fight in Florida.
They do. They do. New York is, ever since, what is it, Patrick Day? New York's been very strict. Patrick Day and I think Pritchard Cologne, very strict. But Florida,
yeah.
by the way, Fred's from Florida.
Hey, Jacksonville, baby.
Oh, we'll be back there in July for Nonito has to do a commentating again over there in the zone for MVP. Like I should just leave my bags over there. I was joking with MVP. I was like, can I just leave like our swimsuits and all that stuff here? Because we're going to come back anyway.
You like Orlando, right?
It's okay. It's very kiddish.
It is. It is. You're more of a South Beach girl?
Yeah. I just feel like everywhere I turn in Orlando is like Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. I'm like, oh, I'm so over this.
Yeah. Definitely got to go during the weekdays.
LA, August 3rd?
Yeah. August 3rd will be fun.
Let's go, man. I haven't spent much time, so I guess, I'm following y'all lead.
In LA?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, it depends what day you get here. But there's a lot to do in LA. Yeah, there's a lot. We enjoy LA. I mean, LA is only like a 4-hour drive for us.
I've taken that drive. When you ride through the desert, you can see a lot of people. I know they cooking crystal meth out there, bro.
Oh my God, the little town. I'm always like, we better make sure we have our gas because we ain't stopping in these little towns, man.
I stopped off in like Barstow.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. They look at you funny, man. They look at you like you have 5 heads.
Yeah, right.
What you doing? Like there was this we drove out from Vegas to Bullhead City, Arizona, and that's where the Colorado River is. They have a river running through their little town and everything, but getting there is only an hour 15, hour 20 drive, but you go through like these towns that literally look like the Hills Have Eyes town.
Oh God.
I'm telling you, bro. It's like don't stop here, keep going.
What is that shit called? Deliverance?
Definitely. I remember.
No, the Hills Have Eyes.
No. There was another movie back in the day. It's called Deliverance.
I don't think I watched that one.
Yeah, you don't want to watch it.
Wrong Turn. That's another one.
Yeah, I remember. They made like 80 of those. Jesus.
Yep. I'm like, I'm okay.
But the Hills Have Eyes, that definitely messed me up for a
Is the Navarrete fight on now?
No.
What time does that?
The undercards might have started. Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, y'all. Appreciate having y'all on. I got a kid on that card, Brian Norman Jr. Got to see that fight.
Oh, he's fighting. Cool. Hey, well, ping me if you go on later. I'm hoping Nonito doesn't watch the Navarrete fight and then jump back on the bag. So ping me later.
Appreciate you hopping on, Rach. Freddie.
Yeah, of course.
Nice to you. Thank you.
All right, y'all.
Nice talking to you.
All right.
Chris, my man. Appreciate everybody from hopping on, man. We out.